Are there any dual passport people here? Who has a dual passport? You do? What do you have? US and? US and US? That's one country, but that's a real American statement right there. Okay, cool. In today's world, you really can only have like one passport. You know, it makes it hard for travel. I'll give you an example. Last night I do a show at McGettigan's at World Trade Center, and there was a guy in the front row, and he was a Turkish Kurd. His mother was Syrian, his father was Turkish, and he grew up in Sweden, and he had a big beard. Good luck going nowhere anytime. Like, his least favorite words are, oh hey, random security check, can we just do this? You know what he's never heard before? Welcome to our country, come on in! Thank you! That was a great joke, that was awesome. Yeah. Good. So I went to the motor show at World Trade Center last week. Did anyone go to the motor show here? UN? They need to it's a cool show, you should go, but they need to rename it from motor show to Indians taking pictures next to cars they don't own. I'm sorry, Taranjit, you're wearing ripped jeans. That's not your Maserati. Take a picture next to a 323, and I'll like that on Facebook. That's great. So who hates their job here? Anyone else? Who doesn't like? You don't like your job? I don't love my job. I have a boring job, and I'm also a comedian, so I'd like to entertain myself during the day, play little jokes. I have one you can try, right? We're in the Arab world. Next time you're on the phone with your client, who's an Arab, just casually use Jewish expressions in the conversation and see if they notice. Guaranteed they'll never notice, but it's always a lot of fun for you. I'll give you an example. I was on the phone, I was like, oh, Ahmed, I heard you have a new baby, Mazel Tov. Guaranteed that guy's be like, did he just say Mazel Tov? I don't, they don't be like, Ahmed, it's so hot outside, oy vey, oy vey. Did he just say oy vey or okay? Those are two very different things. And I would react two very different ways to those two things. But it's Dubai Music Festival now. The weather's really nice. They're bringing in new bands. There's really good bands. So yeah, good music. Come back for all the concerts that are coming to town. The weather's nice. Great. In the last month, we had Bon Jovi. We've had Take That. Next week, Blur is here. Give it up for those bands. Those are great. Yeah. I only have one question. Who's booking these bands and how do we rescue them from 1991? Because they're trapped there, I'm serious. Like, what website are they finding them on? BandsYouThoughtWereDead.com? Blur, Take That, and Bon Jovi. Was Hanson booked? What happened? Like, it's fucked up, honestly. You know Blur is headlining the Formula One, do you know that? Yeah, they're headlining. You know who's most surprised that Blur is headlining the Formula One? Blur?
Do you know who Blur is?
No, that's the point of the joke. Thanks for helping that out. I don't even think they have instruments anymore, do you? I think when they called to book them, they thought someone was prank calling them. They're like, you know I have Alzheimer's. I don't remember any of my song lyrics anymore. Anyway, go to the concert. You like Blur? It's awesome. They're a good band. I like it. That was a great... I do so many more offensive jokes than that, and I do sodomizing Saudis, no problem. I do pedophile jokes, but don't talk about Blur. Don't go to Blur. Oh my God. Anyway, I'm sorry. They're a good band. They are. I'm just kidding because I'm a comedian, and that's what happens when you do comedy. I'm going to do a joke that's really going to piss you off. This is actually really sad. There's really sad news in the entertainment world. Charlie Sheen has HIV. Oh, and I think I speak from everyone here. Who could have seen that one coming? Oh my God. Shocking. If he can get it, what's going to happen to all of us? Who's next? Because were there any signs in his lifestyle that would suggest that maybe he got an STD? I don't know, did you see? He's snorted, smoked, and injected every drug in the world since the early 80s. He's made more hookers retire than chlamydia. And at one time, he lived with 3 porn stars. I couldn't see. You know what would really surprise me? Would be if someone came on the news and said Charlie Sheen didn't have AIDS. I'd be like, really? How? So I don't have a segue to this. I don't know how to end jokes, so I'm going to talk about cabin crew now. So go Charlie Sheen, AIDS, and then any cabin crew here? No? See, you're very mysterious, cabin crew. I don't know if you know this. I love cabin crew, but I don't know where you hang out. And like you hear about sightings of cabin crew. It's like an urban myth. Every guy knows what I'm talking about. They have a friend who's like, my best friend's cousin's little sister was at Barasti last week, and they were cabin crew there. Did you know that? A couple weeks ago, I heard they were cabin crew at Rock Bottom. And you always get one guy friend who will call you to tell you about it. You know those guy friends? And they always act like they're on an African safari, and the cabin crew is like the extinct animal, you know what I mean? They always be like, oh my God, Dave, you're not gonna believe it, Dave. There's cabin crew here, Dave, you don't, oh my God, they're so beautiful, there's just a whole herd of cabin crew, they're all together, I couldn't even notice. They're all at the bar, they're drinking, why are you whispering? Because I don't want to scare the cabin crew, because they're so beautiful, they're just a gift from God, I can't even notice that there's cabin crew, oh my God, they're so beautiful. Oh, what's coming? Oh my God, it's a hungry pride of Arab men. Why are there so many Arab men? They're surrounding the cabin crew. Someone save the cabin crew from the Arabs. They're just, I don't know what it is, cabin crew. I don't know why you date. You don't ever look happy about it either. Every Egyptian dick takes something out of them. I don't know what happens on those private jets, but something. And if it sounds like I'm bitter and jealous, it's because I am. And because I'm single, and I'll leave you with this. And I'm single, and I'm not good with technology. I don't think technology helps me when you're single. Like, I'll give you an example. You know WhatsApp? Who here uses WhatsApp? Make some noise. Everyone use WhatsApp? See, WhatsApp for dating doesn't help me because WhatsApp gives me way too much information about what a girl is doing when she's not replying to my messages. You know what I mean? Like, she's online, she's offline, she's read the message, she hasn't read the message, she's typing it. It makes me so angry. I don't deserve that information. I don't need that information. I certainly don't want that information. I'll give you an example. I went on a date last week. She was a Kiwi teacher. We went on our first date. It happened to be our last date as well. And we had a great time. We were out till 4 in the morning, and then I waited the 48 hours to text her because you have to wait 48 hours because if you don't wait 48 hours, you might as well be a child molester or something. You can't. So I sent her a message. I said, hey, how was your day at school? Could the students tell what emotional high their teacher was on after the Rugby World Cup? That's a great message. Give it up for that. That's awesome. It's topical. It involves children. It asks her questions. So I send that out. I wait a couple hours. I check. She hasn't been online yet. She hasn't read the message. That's okay. No problem. A couple hours later, I go online. She's been online, hasn't read the message. Who goes online and doesn't read a message? You see there's a notification there. You can tell. You can see. What, are you choosing not? This is the point I stopped being okay. I know I'm starting to lose it right now. A couple hours later, I check in again. She's been online, she's read the message, hasn't responded. Fuck that. Who goes online? Were you raised in a barn? My mother taught me that when you get a message, you respond right away. What's wrong with you? Couple hours later, I go back on. I turn on when I open my phone, at the exact moment I open my phone, she's starting to type me a message, but then stops. Who is this monster I'm dealing with? This girl definitely killed Cecil the lion. I swear to God, I don't know what happened. I hope this girl dies of AIDS. No, I'm kidding. I don't hope she dies. I hope she gets AIDS, they find a cure for AIDS, and next day she gets Ebola, dies from that. I swear to God, it makes me so angry. Who would do that? A couple hours later, she sends me a message. I'm fuming at this point. I'm ready. Sends me a message. She's like, oh, hey, I got distracted. The Rugby World Cup was great. I was like, no. No. I had a bunch of messages, right? I had 12 messages in Notepad. I just had to choose one and copy paste with whatever situation, anger and level, and then throw that in there. Want to know what I wrote? Do you want to know what I wrote? Are you ready for this? I said, oh hey, didn't even notice. So dating's hard is all I'm trying to say. My name's Dave Rossi. We've had a great night. Thank you very much. See you material.